Heads turn toward me, but I don't make eye contact, avoiding the stares, the inscrutable nods. A burly fisherman is perched on a stool, facing toward the door as if the pub is his audience. He is telling a racist joke about a woman having an affair and the plucking of a lone pube, and I remember hearing it once after school, in an East London alleyway where people dumped porn mags and empty cans of Coke. The regulars laugh at the punchline, but the barmaid is silent, turns away from them. On the wall behind her there are pin-ups of topless models and framed newspapers from the day after 9/11. £4.10, darling, the barmaid says, putting the beer down. My hands are shaking and I fumble around in my wallet, spilling my change out onto the bar. Sorry, I say. Cold hands. I know, she says. It's freezing out. Here, let me. She picks up the coins from the bar and then, as if I'm a frail pensioner, counts out the rest of the money from my open hand. There you go, she says. £4.10. Thank you, I say, a little ashamed, and she smiles. She has a kind face, the type you don't often see in places like this. As she bends down to unpack the dishwasher, I take a long swig of vodka from my hip flask. It is easier than ordering a shot with every pint. It marks you as a drinker and they keep their eyes on you then. I go back to my table and I notice a young woman sitting at the far end of the bar. Before, she was sitting with one of the men, one of the fisherman's friends, but now he is gone, screeched away in a souped-up hatchback. She looks like she is dressed for a night out, in a short skirt, a skimpy, glittery top, her eyelashes spiky and dark. I watch the barmaid, checking I cannot be seen, and then take another swig of vodka, and I can feel that familiar buzz, that sad little bliss. I look at the woman sitting at the bar. She is doing shots now, shouting at the barmaid, who I think is her friend. As she laughs, she nearly topples off her stool, only just catching her balance, her breath. I will go over to her soon. Just a couple more drinks. I flick through Facebook, squinting my eyes so I can see the screen. My profile is barren, without pictures, just a silhouette of a man, and I never liked or commented or wished anyone happy birthday. But I was there every day, scrolling, judging, scrolling, judging, dank little windows into the lives of people I no longer knew, with all their sunrises and sunsets, their cycle trips through the Highlands, the endless stream of Instagrammed pad thai and avocado toast, the unfathomable smugness of their sushi dinners. I take a deep breath, then a swig each of beer and vodka. I pity them. All those tragedy whores with their tricolours and rainbows, changing their profile pics to whatever we are supposed to care about that day. The refugees, the latest victims of a terror attack in some godforsaken place. All their hashtags and heartfelt posts about giving, because they once helped build a school in Africa on their gap year and kissed a beggar's brown hand with their pearly white mouth. I change my position at the table so I can see the girl at the bar. She has ordered another drink and is laughing, almost cackling, as she watches a video on her phone, pointing at it, trying to get the barmaid's attention. I go back to my phone. Sometimes I force myself to look at the photos of other people's children. It is, I suppose, like the urge to pick at a newly formed scab, not letting up until there is a metallic blush of blood. The stomach punches of new arrivals, gapped-toothed kids starting school with their satchels and oversized blazers, and then their beach holidays with their sandcastles and moats and ice creams dropped in the sand, big shoes and little shoes lined up on the mat. And then the mothers, oh, those Facebook mothers, the way they talked. As if they had invented motherhood, as if they had invented the womb, telling themselves they were different from their own mothers because they ate quinoa and had cornrows in their hair, and ran a Pinterest board on craft ideas for the recalcitrant under fives. I walk back to the bar and stand close to the drunk woman. With enough drink inside me, I feel better now, and my hands have stopped shaking. I smile, and she